Hello there. Okay, thank you for clicking on. Thank yourself for helping your body to stretch. 5 minutes hamstring stretch. I'm just going to talk for a few seconds because the importance of nice flexible hamstrings are overlooked. If your hamstrings are tight, it's likely that you might get some back pain and you won't realise that it's because of tight hamstrings. So men particularly, your hamstrings, when I see you in my classes, are quite funny compared with the ladies. So I would love you to join me. Weaker backs, if there's any tension in your lower back at all, please stop the exercise and move on. Just wait until the next one. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is see whether you can touch your toes. So take a breath, and as you exhale, we're going to do a roll down with nice floppy arms, and you're going to bend your knees if you feel tension in your lower back. So go down nice and floppy. How far can you get? Let's just have a look at that, because we're going to do it again at the end. So many of you might need to bend the knees to do this. Like I said, if you feel pain or tension in your lower back, please stop this and you can get down onto the mat. So that's the first exercise. We're going to do 3 of those. So brace your core and pull up. So just notice where you were for the first one. Reach up to the ceiling. 1, 2. Then let's go again. Roll down. Let your chin go. Let your arms go. Become really floppy. Bend your knees if you need to. If you're fairly comfortable here, lean forward a bit on the legs. Let the chin drop. And then brace your core. Pinch your pelvic floor to pull up. So the pelvic floor is the muscle that stops the flow if you're having a wee. It's quite simple to explain it like that. Reach up to the ceiling. We're going to do 1 more of these. Take a breath. Bend your knees if you need to. Lean forward a bit on your legs so you can feel a deepening of the stretch, and then walk your hands forward into a dog stretch, which is like an A shape, and you're going to push back on your arms with soft elbows and bend one knee, then the other. So if this is too much for you or your wrists don't like it, just get on the mat and on your bottoms. So we'll be joining you in just a sec. So bend one knee, then the other. You'll feel a stretch in your hamstrings at the back of the knee and your calves here. So the hamstrings start from the back of the knees. Now everybody onto your knees, sit down, sit tall, and we're going to bend the knees a little bit. So not right up here, bend them a little bit, round your neck, round your back, and try and touch your head to your knees. So can you feel that lovely spine stretch? If that's comfortable enough on your back, you're going to lower the legs and start pushing head towards knees, and that's when you're going to know that, oh sugar, I am stiff. Okay? So to increase that flexibility, you're going to pop 1 foot in here and you're going to lean forward. Put some pressure with your arm on your hip and lean forward. Excuse me. Then if you can, bring your toes up and pull the toes towards you. Sorry, I've got a tickle now. That's typical. So pull the foot towards you. This is the day when I didn't bring a drink in here. Typical. Other leg. So we're loosening the hips. Pull the toes. Love it when you're live and you get a little cough. Excuse me. Lean forward. So put a little bit of pressure with your arm on your hip. Lean forward. Bring the toes up. If you can't grab the toes, that's fine. Lean into it. Then put both legs straight again. Possibly bend the knees. Round your back. Stretch your spine again by having the knees bent and head towards knees. Then put the knees down and start leaning forward. So another good way of doing this is to have a strap or a scarf or something and pull the foot towards you. So this is what I'm going to get you to do. If some of you could do this every day, you'll be laughing. So you can pull the foot towards you. If you can't get there, put the strap there and pull the foot towards you. Hold it for 10 seconds, then release. So the longer you hold it, the better. So if you hold the stretches for 30 seconds, they're developmental stretches, and they're going to really increase your flexibility bit by bit. So we're just going to keep aiming down. But like I said, if you're uncomfortable here and in your lower back, bend your knees and do these stretches. Yeah. Pull the toes towards you with your strap if you need to. Round your back. Remember, no pain allowed in lower back with any exercising. How's that feel? Okay, I know, gosh, is that 5 minutes already? That was crazy. Okay, so they're the stretches. And then what I would say is when you've finished your 5 minutes, turn around again, tuck the toes under, lift back up into the dog stretch, push back on the arms, bend one knee then the other with soft elbows, don't lock them out, and then walk your hands back to your feet. Most people will need to bend their knees to do this, to roll up, brace your core, and roll up. But on the way up, are you just that bit closer to the mat than you were when you first rolled down? So stand tall. Now go down again. Are you just that little bit closer? If you are, and you're feeling more flexible, imagine what could happen if you did this every day. That's like 7-8 minutes. Oh, crikey. Anyway, thanks for doing this. Keep practicing. If you've got back problems, you need to loosen your muscles. I'm pretty certain of it. Unless you've had an accident, an injury, it's probably tight muscles. I'm incredibly passionate about this within my Pilates classes. This is why we do Pilates, to create flexibility and strengthen the core, of course. But lots and lots of people, hip, back pain goes away when you stretch. Anyway, have a good day. Let me know how that felt. And I'll look forward to hearing about your new range of movement once you get going. Bye.